Hello and welcome to week 2, how to survive the party. So your young person has rehearsed with you and you both feel really well prepared. But when you walk into that noisy environment with lots of different people, suddenly your child may very well feel overwhelmed. What do you do now? I'm Jean Ramsey and I am a teacher with 40 years experience in the classroom. I am an ADHDer myself, late diagnosed, and I have an ADHD daughter. So I speak from experience. By the end of this video, you will have 5 practical strategies to help you get you sorted out in the thick of it. So strategy number 1 is you must identify that safe place where your young person can go and regroup and get themselves sorted out. It's their calm down spot. It's not a punishment or time out. It's a deliberate place where they can calm themselves down. Show them where it is and maybe go there together briefly and remind them. If you need this space, just use your secret signal that we talked about in the last video. I remember the Too Much Christmas. I was in full people-pleasing mode. I was cooking pork for some members of the family. My dad didn't like pork, he liked lamb. I had a vegetarian person as well. And I didn't realise that my piece of pork was so huge. It put all my timings out. Why didn't I just cut a bit off the end of the pork joint and save it for another day? I'll tell you why I didn't. Because I'd gone into overwhelm and my logical mind just wasn't thinking straight at all. It was a nightmare. And what did I do? I retreated to our bedroom where I did some square breathing and got myself back in control, and I pulled it out of the fire in the end. Strategy number 2, build in movement breaks. Here's something crucial about ADHD brains. They need movement to regulate. Sitting still for long periods of time is an absolute nightmare. So give your child a job to do. Something like, can you help Auntie Sarah gather up the plates? Can you pass round the peanuts? Can you fetch my phone from the car? Would you like to help set the table? Movement isn't misbehaviour. Movement is medicine. And when you see your child getting fidgety or restless, that's your cue to send them on a mission. I had a beautiful student and she really found it difficult to focus on the written element of the drama paper. So I was lucky enough to have a drama studio that backed onto the bus park. So when I saw that this student was finding it really hard to even make a start, I'd say, would you like to do 2 laps of the bus park? Yes, please, Mrs. R. She would do 2 laps of the bus park and then she was ready to settle down to the work. Strategy 3, snack and water. Low blood sugar equals poor regulation. It's that simple. Keep protein snacks in your handbag. Nuts, cheese, a protein bar, whatever your child likes, and keep them well hydrated. I know it sounds too simple to work, but I promise you, a hungry, thirsty, neurodivergent brain cannot regulate effectively. One of our daughters gets very hangry at Christmas time, and it's very difficult to get all the timing right, get all those dishes sorted, and get the meal on the table at the prescribed time. Give your child a meaningful role. They could be the door greeter, the welcome people as they arrive, or bring round the drinks and the nibbles, or the entertainer who looks after younger children. They really enjoy this. I remember that used to be my forte. Or they could be the photographer. We very often forget to take photos when we're in the thick of it all. Or the DJ who's in charge of the music. When they have a purpose, they feel valued, not just behaved. They're contributing and not just enduring. I remember when we did Romeo and Juliet as the school play, and the girls who did hair and beauty asked if they could do the hair and makeup for our production. I said, yes, of course, that would be wonderful. But what happened was, after they'd done the hair and makeup, they then began to chat once the play had begun, much to the annoyance of the cast. And I was fully into my coach approach by then. So the next day, when we had notes, I said, this is the problem. The cast can hear the makeup girls talking in the room at the back of the stage. What could we do about that? And do you know what? It turned out that they really wanted to watch the play. So what we did was we reserved the front 2 rows for the makeup girls, and as soon as there was a quiet moment, they filed in like little mice so they could watch the play. Win-win for everyone. Strategy 5, watch for the warning signs. You know your child better than anyone. What does overwhelm look like for them? Some children get louder. Some get more silly, more energetic, more wound up. Some get quieter, withdrawing and go very still. Some get clingy, suddenly needing to be right beside you. And some get irritable, snapping at siblings and arguing over small things. Learn to read your child's signals. And here's the crucial bit. Intervene early. Nip it in the bud. Once they're in full meltdown mode, it's so much harder to bring them back. That's where your secret signal from last week comes in. Use it yourself if you see them heading towards overload. Remember, you can use your signal at any time. Closing. We have 5 strategies for surviving the gathering in real time. Strategy 1, find the quiet place immediately you arrive. Make sure your child knows how to get there. Build in movement breaks. Give them a job to do. Keep snacks and water handy. Strategy 4, give them a role or a job. And strategy 5, you must watch for the warning signals and intervene early. Remember, you're not trying to suppress who your child is. You're helping them to navigate challenging situations and stay regulated and safe. So please like, subscribe, and share what works for your family during gatherings. And if you need more personalised support, I have coaching programs and there's a link in the description. And next week, we're going to talk about something really important, setting realistic goals and expectations. Because sometimes the best strategy is adjusting what we're asking of ourselves and our children in the first place. So I look forward to seeing you next week.